Hello everyone, Warcraft here. In this video, we will go over why should you take part in Halaa PvP and how does it work. You can find the timestamps in description. Let's start with the obvious one that you probably heard of, the PvP items. By doing Halaa, you can get level 66 blue quality pants and belts that gives PvP stats such as resilience and high stamina. I can already hear some of you saying, but other items are better. And yes, but not by a big margin. To have some comparison, this is the Halaa item for a warrior and this is the blue PvP pants. As you can see, stats are not that different, but depending on your battleground queue times and win rate, honor pants can require a lot of hours to get, while Halaa pants require you to only kill 40 people around the Halaa zone, which can be done in an hour or two with some friends. Plus, the epic gem you can get from Halaa, that costs 100 tokens, is literally the best gem of its kind you can get whole expansion. One thing really important here, there is no "are you sure you want to buy this item" window here, so if you click, it will just buy it like food or water, so be careful what you click on. The second reason is that there is a repeatable quest you get from your base in Nagrand that is called In Defense of Halaa for Alliance and Enemies Old and New for the Horde, and it actually gives 500 reputation and 186 honor. You only need to kill 10 enemy players to get it completed, and it can be done in a group or raid, so it can be used both for fast and easy reputation and honor. Third reason would be the mounts. Arguably two of the best looking ground mounts in the game, Dark Riding Talbuk and Dark War Talbuk, can only be purchased with Halaa battle tokens, which you get when you kill enemy players in the Halaa zone. And the fourth reason is basically how fun it can be. It is basically similar to World PvP we had in Vanilla, but the biggest difference is because of several changes in the game, everyone has much more health and many classes have more survival tools and talents. This means you actually get to fight the enemy rather than every fight finishing in a couple of crits. To have an idea, even though most people I fought were level 70, I still managed to get my Halaa belts and pants at level 68 with my warrior, as with simple questing greens and blues I already had more than 8000 health and could actually fight the enemy for a good while to collect the tokens. So now we know why should we do it, how do we do Halaa and how do we purchase the items. To be able to purchase the items, your faction needs to take control of the Halaa. When one faction has the Halaa, it starts with 15 guards. For other faction to capture the Halaa, so they can unlock their NPC to purchase the items, first they need to kill all 15 guards and then sit around the flag in the center until they can capture the Halaa. Pretty close how Eye of the Storm or PvP objectives in Hellfire Peninsula works, but it takes considerably more time to capture a Halaa to give other faction enough time to challenge for it. The 15 guards, however, have massive health. That is not easy to just go and kill them. They have about 1.2 million health, but here comes the bombing mission to help. You see, there are 4 bombing stations around the Halaa, which are called Wyvern camps, and I have no idea if I'm saying that right, that can be captured by first clicking on them. After you capture them, you can just click on them again and you will start to fly over Halaa and bombs will be placed in your bag. Key here is the damage over time that bombs put on the affected targets. While the instant damage that they deal when they hit the ground is about 1000, bombs puts on a damage over time effect that deals 1% of the target's health every seconds for a total of 5%. This ends up about 60,000 damage for each bomb dropped on a Halaa guard, so it really does not take long to kill all the guards if you can capture the Wyvern camps and just keep dropping the bombs. One thing that is also a lot of fun here is that these bombs do also damage enemy players. So especially if you are bombing with few of your friends, it is not so rare to just kill the enemy players by bombing them too. One thing to be careful though, currently on live servers, it sadly does not recharge your bombs to stack of 10 when you land and pick a flight again, unless you are completely out of them, so make sure you use all your bombs or delete them before you take a new flight. Now we know how to capture the place, how do we get the tokens? There are 2 tokens that are used as a currency to purchase items in Halaa. Halaa battle tokens and Halaa research tokens. Research tokens can be obtained by handing in 20 Oshigan crystal powder to the NPC at Halaa when you have the control of it. And these powders are random drops from the mobs all around in the Nagrand. The battle tokens, however, are the ones that brings in the most fun. They can only be obtained when you or someone in your raid who is nearby kills an enemy player in Halaa battle zone. This zone is basically anywhere that you stand and you see Halaa on your minimap, so center of Halaa, bridges and around the Wyvern camps. It is a really good idea to group up with everyone around the zone, because if the person dealing the clean blow is not in your party, you won't get any tokens. So there we go. Now you know why should you do Halaa and how to do it. I hope this video helped you out, and if you'd like to help me out, please subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching and have fun in Halaa.